There's a lot of news that implies that the white collar software development job is going the way of the, horse-drawn buggy. By the way, a little note on the side. That's why I really try not to read news. News is designed, again, to draw your attention, to grab it, to make claims that essentially steal your time, right? And I think is very far from truth. I have some Substacks that I talk to or listen to and read, and the most interesting thing that I heard there was how AI works well and what AI doesn't do very well. And there's a problem that they call the 70% problem, where the initial progress when you start is magical. Wow, so cool, so amazing. Look what this AI did, right? And once you hit 70%, you have some problems that show up. One is called 2 steps back, right? So you try to fix a small bug. The AI suggests some sort of change that looks to be reasonable. And then the fix breaks something else. So you ask the AI, okay, how do you fix this new issue? And that creates 2 new problems. And just repeat and repeat and repeat. So you get to the point where the immediate suggestion doesn't take into consideration the rest of the problems that it's going to cause, right? So one of the ways to do that, or where you see AI working well, is when you have a senior developer who understands enough about software implementation, and they have a conversation with the AI, and they're doing things along the way with the answers. They don't just accept them as is, right? They refactor the code into smaller modules, right? These are the types of things that they do in order to ensure they don't run into that 70% problem. The way to be effective with AI is to take the hard-won knowledge that you have learned and use it together with the AI. And so what are you doing, right? If you're spending all your time coding simplistically, then yeah, maybe an AI can replace that portion. But if you are spending time planning and testing, and planning means understanding what the others actually need, right? How many times do you get a requirement and it turns out that's not the requirement? That happens all the time. So when people talk about, hey, will AI replace software developers? I think AI is going to be a great tool. We all need to know how to use it. It cannot reason. It cannot have a conversation that is abstract enough to really explain what it is that the business needs. It's not creative enough to come up with a solution that's going to delight the user. And these are places that we can step in and create the delight, create the feeling of competence and the understanding of how this business can deliver value to the end customer.